Welcome to Financial Investing Radio, where you'll learn the secrets for consistent, high-probability returns in the financial markets for additional income to change your life. Grant applies consistent, high-probability trading systems for the financial markets. He's only recently started sharing these tried and true market secrets. As a gift to listeners, Grant is offering his roadmap to high-probability financial control. Go to financialinvestingradio.com and download yours today. Now, here's your host and trading veteran, Grant Larson.
Hi, everybody, and welcome. This is Grant. Thanks for joining again. Been some time since I had put out the podcast. Life gets busy. You know what that's like. I was doing some math homework the other night with one of my children and was showing how we did math in the old days, right? I'm sure you've gone through that. After showing this, my child looks up and says, "That's not the way my teacher showed me how to do it." So I sat back and I thought, gosh, it's funny how things change over time, right? And yet how other things seem to be constant. In my previous podcast, I spoke with Jeff Crystal. He was a professional trader. We talked about blockchain and other things affecting the world of investing and trading and how that can be affected by these up and coming technologies. And as you probably know, blockchain is a technology that provides a visible and an auditable ledger, right, for business transactions. But without going further into that, listen to that previous podcast. I think it's number 26 for further discussion on that. Now, going back to my conversation with my child the other night, it reminded me of how things change. And, what else is also changing that will affect the way that we invest and trade. And one of those is algorithms. And as you know, these are techniques where patterns are automated in software. And in this particular case, they're used either to influence the market direction or perhaps they're used to help an organization establish a position. And there's several ways that the algorithms certainly can work, right? They may push hard in one direction, try to do a head fake, and then push hard the other direction to have someone to sell back into or to buy back into. There's obviously multiple techniques. My background's in software, and I've worked to use software not to help me drive the market. Obviously, that's not going to happen, but to help me identify key opportunities. So to use software at multiple levels to help me know this is a higher probability opportunity or situation. But you sit back and you think, for all of us, what chance really do we have against the big market movers, right, that use the sophisticated algorithms and they obviously have massive accounts to push their positions? Well, I believe that we have a lot of chance and high probability. And you don't need a computer or to be a computer whiz, of course, to do this. What you need is the ability to recognize patterns and to be aware of the overall market context. Well, each of us has got a brain, right? And they are uniquely configured for recognizing patterns. So the trick is to know what patterns to look for. Said another way, what's really critical is that we line up with the direction of the big movers. Now, how do you do that? How do you line up with those? I'm going to be addressing that in a future podcast. But for now, I want to suffice it to say that the best computer of all is your brain. And, you can see multiple market conditions. So, for example, practice watching related markets. So pick what it is you're going to invest in and then understand the markets or the indexes or the categories that relate to it. So watch those indexes or sub-indexes, watch their behavior and their structure, know about the overall market structure for each of the things that you're watching that are related to it, as well as those that are inversely related. So that's the second thing. And third, watch the price movement of what you're investing in on multiple time frames as well as across non-time frames. And I'll talk about more on that at a different point in time. And then know about the dates and times of your particular market that you're trading. obviously understand if news is coming out, when that happens for your particular market, or financial reports, or whatever it is. Know that market inside and out. So what was it again? Know the market inside and out, which includes things like related markets, multiple time frames, dates and times, indexes of that thing that you're trading against. Anyway, those are some of the few key things to watch. Your brain does a great job at assimilating those. The challenge becomes in having so many things to correlate. And that's where the right amount of automation can help you do that. All right, so the next day after helping my child with the math, I received a notice that from now on, parents can use their old school techniques to teach their children math at home. So it's no longer a sin to do that. And I thought, man, what I once thought was now out of vogue was now acceptable. In other words, it's now okay to use, the stuff that's worked in the past, all right? Now, algorithmic trading will certainly be here to stay, but using our brain is still in vogue, and you have to have that working for you in order to make good investment and trading decisions. So check out my ETF and stock signal reports. You can learn more about those at financialinvestingsecrets.com, or you can reach out to me directly at grant@financialinvestingsecrets.com. Until next time, trade with your brain.
Thank you for joining Grant on Financial Investing Radio. Remember to subscribe and leave feedback. Don't forget to download your free roadmap to high probability financial control before you make an investment decision. Visit financialinvestingradio.com now.